I've got a question for you. When you were young, who did you look up to? Who did you want to be like? Was it Amelia Earhart? Maybe Christy Yamaguchi, the ice skater? How about Eleanor Roosevelt? As a child of the 80s, I wanted to be like Barbie. Oh yeah, go ahead and eye roll at me. But I know some of you probably can relate. Barbie had it all. She had the dream house. She had Ken's attention. She had all these little friends. Everything was good going for her. Plus, she had the tiniest waist, the most beautiful blonde hair, and she was always having a good time. My Barbie strolled around in a Ferrari and ran an ice cream shop. So fast forward 30 some years, I look at this idea, this goal that I had as a little girl, and I realized how completely unrealistic it was and how far away it took me from who I was and who I was meant to be. Not like Barbie, but like Erica. And I think that's one of the biggest gripes that people have about Barbie is that she had this ultra perfect life, ultra perfect body, and didn't really look like anybody that we knew in the real world. And maybe that's why when the Barbie movie came out, you even decided that you were not going to see it. Now, despite all the stereotypes and even my admitted discord with the relationship I had with Barbie when I was a child, I couldn't wait to see the film. I think everybody is talking about it, but I took away some things from that movie that I think a lot of people are not talking about. And that's the Barbie movie's lessons on gumption. The thing of it is, this movie is everything that people didn't expect. And I took away some incredible lessons from this movie that reignited my love for Barbie and my respect for who she is and what she represents today. So whether you're into Barbie or you hate Barbie, I really think that this episode is something that you're going to want to tune into because there's some really cool concepts that I know can ignite your own desire for gumption in your life, especially as you're pursuing your authentic self. So what do you say? Let's do this. Welcome. As I said, I'm Erica, and I'm the host of the Weight Loss Unmasked podcast. Who the heck am I? I am a wellness mindset coach that unlocked the mystery behind weight loss. I have the tools to help you lose weight, keep it off, and own a lifestyle that is completely yours. No quack gimmicks here. And listen, here's the thing. I should know. I was approaching nearly 300 pounds. And at one time, I hid behind my weight, calling myself the incognito athlete, unhealthy and stuck due to self-sabotaging habits and beliefs. But now I live unmasked. And that means that I live a happy and healthy life that is completely authentic to me. And my lovely listeners, gumption is one of the phases in my coaching that is so important and so pivotal to the success of my clients. That's why I continue to talk about gumption, because it takes courage to be able to change the way that you've been living, the only way that you know how, despite the fact that it might actually get you to a place where you are a happier and healthier person. I acknowledge that. I've lived that struggle. I get it. And call me silly. I don't care. I saw this so clearly when I saw the Barbie movie that I felt like I needed to talk about it. And chances are, most of my audience, most of you grew up with Barbie in some sort of relationship with her. So let's go ahead and just look at this a little bit. I am not going to release any spoilers in this episode because I want anybody to be able to listen to this and take some things away from it. What I'm going to do is release a bonus episode. It'll be really short, but it's actually one really pivotal thing that I took away from the movie that I want to publish in an episode. So I'll do it as a separate spoiler bonus episode as well. Okay. So let's talk about who Barbie is today, because if you grew up with her in the 80s and even the 90s, she's a completely different person. I knew Barbie as this skinny blonde who was living the fun life, stringing along Ken, palling around with her friends, driving around in the most expensive vehicles. She was the it girl. And all of her friends were completely inferior to her. The diversity of these friends was practically non-existent. And so then the depth of this cookie cutter crew was actually not very exciting and not very relatable. But nevertheless, somebody at Mattel, somebody decided that Barbie needed to evolve as we evolved as a society. And so instead of this hourglass figured, perfectly perfect woman, she's no longer that image. She's more of a persona. Barbie can now be whatever you want her to be. She can look however you want her to look. She can look just like you. She can have the same interests and personality that you have. She can be an adventurer, a camper, an outdoors person. She can be a politician, maybe a chef, a mother, a teacher. I've even seen an obstetrician Barbie and dentist Barbie at the store. All of the boxes say Barbie, no matter the color of the skin or hair. And so now she can be an inspiration for little girls to dream bigger. She's relatable and she proves that you can be anything. And there's that word again. She inspires us to be courageous, gumptious, to think outside of the confines of our own cardboard box or dream house, and to go after what we want and what matters most to us. Barbie does whatever she wants. And damn it, we can too. Our little girls can too. Our little boys can too. And feel free to disagree. That's okay. If you have some other insights, I'd love to hear them. But I have to say, there was some gumption with the makers of Barbie to acknowledge the change and to have Barbie evolve. And if Barbie can evolve and be anything, then so can we. Think about that for a hot second. So now that you understand who Barbie is today, at least a little bit, I want to talk about Barbie in the movie. Barbie is a toy for a girl in the real world. And every day she lives the Barbie life, the stereotypical, or as they use the word in the movie, traditional Barbie life. Now there's definitely evidence of the new persona of Barbie, because we've got President Barbie and, other types of occupations and cultural representations in the movie, but it's still very robotic, still very repetitious, and still very superficial in some regards. And maybe you've seen in the trailer that Barbie, played by Margot Robbie, she begins to have bigger thoughts and realizations, which lead her to realize that her relationship with her girl may be finite. And she's forced to explore her new feelings and experiences outside of what she has known. She begins to question her purpose and is in pursuit of more. One of my favorite scenes is also captured in one of the trailers where she talks with Weird Barbie, played by Kate McKinnon. And Weird Barbie talks about how traditional Barbie, Margot Robbie, has an opportunity to go to the real world and learn about her purpose, or to just keep going and doing the things that she wants to do. And it's represented by a high heel shoe and a Birkenstock sandal. I love the dichotomy of the two. And even Barbie in that moment, she's like, I'll take the high heel. I'll just do what I've been doing. And Weird Barbie's like, no, you're not supposed to do that. So I just love that moment because traditional Barbie is afraid, and she admits that she's afraid. And how many countless times in a year, in a month, in a day, do we feel afraid to step outside of our comfort zone? And despite that, she musters up all of her gumption, and she decides that she's going to go to the real world and figure out what her purpose is and what is meant for her. Along the way, she faces ridicule, adversity, misunderstandings, emotions, even danger. Yet she presses on. And so this is the depth of new Barbie for me. The example that I believe we all want for our kids, whether they're our own or just members of our community, to not be afraid of ridicule and challenges. We have to put ourselves at risk. We have to explore in order to learn who we are and what we are meant for. If we are not happy, if we are not secure in what our life is today, then the only way is to go out and explore what that new way is. What is your lifestyle? What is your purpose? Do you have the gumption to do it, to find out? I say, heck yeah, you do. It's okay that when faced with two different types of shoes that you go with what's comfortable to you, but that's got to be okay with you. If that's the life you want, then that is the life you can have. But if you want more, if you have some gumption, if you have some excitement about learning more and exploring something different, then you've got to own it. You've got to seize it. Because, my friend, that is a glimpse of your dreams and your destiny. I guarantee it. I would love to know what you think about this concept. If you've seen the movie, please share some comments with me. I'll be posting about this on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And if you are feeling ultra pumped, then I definitely want you to visit the link in my social bio or visit unmaskedwellness.com to sign up for the Gumption Challenge. It's totally free. But when you register, then you get guided lessons from me to help you learn and establish some new lifestyle tactics that personally fit you. It means the world to me that you're here today, because that means that you are on the brink of some amazing stuff. Keep it up. Remember that today is a new day and a day for a fresh start. So make it yours and make it the day that you go after your dreams. I believe in you. Carpe diem, and see you next week.